So welcome everyone. Thank you for coming to this event today. I don't know where you are in the world, but for me, it's a very dreary day. So this is a nice break. Come and join online and have some connection and learn some new things rather than looking at the dreary weather. So today we're here to learn specifically about utilizing Fullscript, which is a free supplement dispensing tool that can be used to complement your nutrition practice. And so we're going to be talking about a bunch of different topics, but really just understanding Fullscript as an all-in-one platform, how it works, what they offer, the different brands that they do dispense. And then just more generally, we'll be talking about why a virtual dispensing tool is useful in your practice in the first place, and how Fullscript simplifies that option, how it works. I think, Debra, you're going to get into a little bit of the nuts and bolts, and then talking about some of the continuing education that's available, the integrations with electronic health records providers. So we're going to go into lots of different details today about Fullscript. So as you all can see, I'm joined by Debra Wolf. And Debra has been working at Fullscript in sales for about 6 years, and she heads up the account management team there. She's also a graduate of the School of Integrative Nutrition and has her master's in human nutrition from the University of Bridgeport, and is CNS certified as well. So welcome, Debra. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks so much, Veronica. Thank you so much for having us. We're excited to be here.
Yeah, of course. So as per usual, everyone, the chat is open. You're welcome to use that as we go if you would like. I'll be monitoring in there. But if you have specific questions that you would like Debra to answer as we go towards the end of this webinar, make sure you pop those into the Q&A so they don't get missed. That's where we can make sure that we hit all of the questions that you might have. Although I know you've got lots of information to share, Debra, so we might answer some questions as we go anyhow. So if it's all right, I'll turn it right over to you, Debra, let you get into your presentation. I know you have lots to share.
Perfect. That sounds great. Okay, I am going to share my computer screen right now, and I will take all of you through a presentation. And as Veronica mentioned, I do have a lot to go through, so I will definitely save some time at the end for all of you to ask any questions. So, but feel free to populate them into the chat as they come up as well. So I'm very excited to be here to get the chance to introduce Fullscript to you. If you're already a Fullscript user, so happy you can be here as well. And thank you for being part of our Fullscript community. So before we begin, I just wanted to, Veronica did a great job of introducing me. But again, just to give you a little of my background, I am a trained nutritionist. I did receive my master's in human nutrition from the University of Bridgeport in Connecticut, which was over 10 years ago, so quite a long time ago. But it is really great to have that foundation working at Fullscript. I also achieved my CNS certification shortly thereafter. In addition, I am a certified health coach from the Institute of Integrative Nutrition. And for a period of time, I did work with clients. I worked at an OBGYN clinic as their staff nutritionist. And part of my role was managing supplement dispensaries. So when Fullscript came around, I really understood the benefit of it. I started working with Fullscript about 6 years ago, and currently I head up our customer growth team, which is basically an account management team. And our role at the company is really to help all of you grow your use of Fullscript and get the most out of it. Okay, so on to the presentation. All right, so as was mentioned previously, today I'm going to give you an introduction to Fullscript and how it will benefit you in your practice. So I'll first touch on the need for personalized care and Fullscript's role in helping to deliver that care. I'll then go over what Fullscript is, and we'll give you a brief demo of the actual platform so you can see that firsthand. I'll also introduce you to some of the other features that Fullscript offers that helps to complement your practice. I'll then conclude with some instructions and like a how-to of what you can do next to get started quickly. And then we'll also leave some time for some questions. Okay, so let's start off with the first two items on the agenda. Um, so today more than ever, there is a desire for healthcare to be more than a one size fits all approach, and for it to be really highly personalized to the client's needs. So in addition to that, there are multifaceted approaches to health and healing that are desired and embraced by patients. So as a nutritionist or a clinician develops a treatment plan, especially in the integrative medicine world, they may incorporate many, if not all of these facets, such as supplementation, such as diet, such as mental health, within a treatment plan to help their client achieve peak health. So Fullscript is a key resource to help you both educate and also to help you deliver these multifaceted treatment plans to your clients. So in speaking of diet, which as we all know is foundationally critical to health, I'm sure you know full well that in today's world, food may be less nutrient dense than in past generations, or it may be fortified with nutrients to make it seem more complete. Although as a nutritionist, we tend to lean towards food as the main source of nutrition and nutrients in one's diet, the need for quality supplements to both complement a diet and even fill in the gaps in many cases is necessary. So Fullscript is a great tool for you to be able to provide these professional grade quality supplements to your clients. And speaking about treatment plans, adherence is always part of that conversation. No matter how convincing you are in coaching your clients to change their diets and behaviors, at the end of the day, behavior change is hard for most people, right? It is your client's job to execute the plan the two of you come up with. But once they leave the office or once they leave that virtual session with you, they're really on their own. So adherence plays a big role in the success of a health change, and is something that Fullscript recognizes and tries to help our practitioners and their clients navigate that. So this now brings us to what is Fullscript. So simply put, Fullscript is a free online supplement dispensing platform for practitioners. We provide our practitioners with access to over 300 brands in the US of supplements, or over about 100 brands of supplements in Canada. These are professional grade supplements that you have access to that you can now provide to your clients. You do make a margin on all supplement purchases, and that margin is automatically deposited into your bank account on a monthly cadence. So outside of supplements, your personal Fullscript dispensary does come with tools to help you easily deliver care through these personalized treatment plans, as well as offers you tools to help your client adhere to that treatment plan that you prescribe. All right, so again, simply put, you can dispense the supplements a client needs for health success through Fullscript. And these products are purchased directly by your clients and delivered directly to their door. Outside of the adherence tools, we're also a source for wellness education for both you and your clients. So you can attach some educational resources that Fullscript provides to these actual treatment plans and send them out to your client when you're ready to do so. All right, so now I'm going to dive a little deeper into Fullscript and show you a little bit more about the basics on how it works. All right, so the basic process with Fullscript is that you will go into your account, you will create a treatment plan that includes supplement recommendations, as well as the suggested dosages that you would like your client to take. As I mentioned previously, you can also attach additional educational resources that will support that treatment plan. You then actually send that treatment plan via email or text to your client. The client then receives that treatment plan. They log in to their patient portal and actually purchase the supplements that you are recommending. Fullscript then ships those supplements directly to your client's door. Afterwards, Fullscript does send automated refill reminders to your clients based on those dosage instructions. And as I did mention previously, you do make a margin on the sales. So the margin is different between US and Canada. If you are a US practitioner, you do make 35% of the sale. And if you're a Canadian practitioner, you make 25% of the sale. And that margin that you make is just automatically deposited into your bank account. We do have a very robust community of users across many modalities, including medical doctors, naturopaths, nutritionists, chiropractors, nurse practitioners, et cetera, et cetera. We have grown a lot in the past 6 years that I've worked with Fullscript, and it's been really great to be on this journey and see the community of users that enjoy this platform. Okay, next I am going to give you a brief demo of Fullscript. This is actually a demo video. It's a lot easier to do it this way than log out and log into a sample dispensary. So I'm going to play this. It's just a couple minutes long, but it really gives you a feel for how to use Fullscript.
Getting started with your Fullscript dispensary is easy. Once your account is complete, you're going to have a bunch of amazing features that you're able to help support your practice as you are helping your patients and clients be well. This is going to be a brief introduction into ways that you can use Fullscript. The most popular way to use Fullscript is through a direct recommendation or prescription, which is emailed or texted to your client or patient when you send it. Fullscript is totally free to use, and this prescription tool is a great way to get quality supplements and products into the hands of your patients so they can stay adherent to their wellness protocol. Let's take a look. I'm going to click New Prescription, and there are a couple of different areas that I'm able to do that. You may see Recommendation, and it's the same process. It's going to open up our new recommendation tool experience, which will allow you to either create a patient by adding first name, last name, and email address. You can also include their phone number, which will increase adherence significantly as we all live on our phones. You don't have to put their phone number in, but it is a great option. You're also able to select from existing patients in your account. Maybe you've mass uploaded them through a CSV, they've added themselves through a sign-up link, or you've added them in the past, you're able to select. You're also able to add a templated message in the recommendation, and these are basic just to cover your bases so you don't have to retype things over and over again. You are able to put a custom message inside. You can include links to any YouTube videos, recipes, anything extra that you want your patient to have access to as part of their recommendation. You can also attach protocols. You can have lab results, anything extra through the attachment tool. When I'm ready, I'm able to add products, and I can either search by brand. I can also shop by catalog favorites and patient history, and I can search myself. So let's say I'm looking for a magnesium. I can go ahead and view by ingredient. I can also view by type, and you're going to notice there are a couple of different ways that you can search. I can go right to filters. So let's say I was looking for a magnesium that's a capsule, dairy-free and vegetarian. I can put those in and it will show me what's in stock and what isn't. I can also have access to my frequently prescribed products to save you time. So let's pop on a product here. It will load the manufacturer dosage, and I can customize that based on my patient's treatment plan. So let's say I want this person taking 1 capsule twice a day for 6 months. Our system will automatically calculate how many units the patient will need to fulfill this dose, and we will send them smart refill reminders based on this dosage and what they order. You're able to increase your revenue if that's what you're looking to do, and you're able to make sure that your patient stays adherent and is following your protocol. Maybe I'm thinking, ooh, I want to add a couple more products. I can go ahead and go in. And let's say I'm looking at integrative therapeutics, and I'll pop a couple of things in. I'm able to do a couple of things once I'm here. I'm able to send the prescription, which will email or text it, and the patient or client can order on their own. I'm able to click prescribe and place order, which would allow me to place the order with the patient in the appointment. I can click send prescription or save as draft, and I can have my staff member check out at the front desk with this patient as well. So let's send that. You're also able to see if your patient has signed in, if they're active. You can download the PDF and resend it if you need, or cancel as well. All right, let's jump into ordering wholesale. When I'm ready to order wholesale, what I'm going to do is go ahead and go to the catalog. And because you're stocking your office, that means that you are the shopper. So you're able to browse, again, by ingredient, brand, supplement type, and more. Some of our products aren't available wholesale, and you will see that there, but you are able to go ahead and add that product to your favorite if you want, or showcase on your website if you would like as well. So I do have some items in my cart up here, but let's go ahead and take a look at some brands. So I'm going to go to Integrative Therapeutics, and I'm able to add to my cart. I can go ahead and click my basket, and I'm able to view what I have added. When you are a wholesale shopper through Fullscript, you do get free priority shipping in the US. For orders over $250, and we do ship same day if you get your order in on time. Let's chat patients. So I'm able to click my patients and see if they have active recommendations, if I've given them a discount. I can also go by different practitioners in my account, and I can also take a look at prescriptions and insights. How many patients have missed their orders, have not ordered, and if they are inactive, haven't logged in. I can search by patient, and I can also go by the date I created the recommendation. That way you're able to see how your patients are engaging with your store. You're also able to do a variety of different things when you click in the top right your initials and upload a picture. I'm able to go to dispensary settings and edit my address. I can add in my banking information to become a for-profit account. I can also set the permissions of my catalog. So let's say I don't want all my patients to have access to all 20,000 products that we have in Fullscript. I'm looking for them to only have access to prescriptions or recommendations. Or I only want them to have access to recommendations and prescriptions, as well as my custom curated favorites. And I can show you where to do that. You're also able to use a website button to add Fullscript. This is a clickable button that a patient can log in or create an account and would take them to your landing page, which you can edit here. I'm also able to customize my catalog, like I mentioned, with favorites. And these are categories that I create myself. I can name them, and I can add my favorite products. It's a way for patients and clients to browse the products that you prefer, or for you to favorite your products so you can find things easily as well. One of our favorite features on Fullscript is our protocols. So these are shareable wellness protocols, which allow you to create a detailed protocol with a message, dosage instructions, and links that you can email, add to your website, or have available in your dispensary. These are easy to create. It looks very similar to the recommendation tool. I would add a name. Let's call this Fullscript Wellness. You would have a much better name, I'm sure. You can add a message if you would like. This is for you to be well. And again, I can add products and it will look very similar to our previous setup. I can add the dosage that I would like. And I can create that. It's going to load as Fullscript Wellness, and you'll notice it hasn't been shared with patients or staff. I'm able to click share, make it public, and create a link that I can add to my website. Easy peasy.
Okay, so that was a nice overview of Fullscript. I do want to quickly mention that that was a demo of our US Fullscript dispensary. There are some differences between a Fullscript US dispensary and a Fullscript Canadian dispensary. I mentioned previously the margin. There are some different brands. The catalog is a bit different, and wholesale ordering is only available in US Fullscript dispensaries, not the Canadian dispensary. In addition, you might be thinking, why do we have two different, one for US, one for Canada? We do not ship cross borders. So if you're using Fullscript US, you can only ship within the US. If you're using Fullscript Canada, you can only ship within Canada. All right, so I'm now going to introduce you to some of the additional features and resources that Fullscript can offer you once you create your account. One of the things that many of our practitioners love is that we have a ton of educational resources that come free with your account. You can actually attach these resources to a treatment plan to complement the treatment plan you're sending to a client. You can also review them for your own education. Everything that is created is created by our on-staff integrated medical team, which are mostly filled with naturopaths, or one of our educational partners. All of the content that we provide is based on peer-reviewed articles and studies, and all of the sources of the information will always be disclosed within these within each content piece. And you can access them from within your dispensary, as well as on the Fullscript website. As I mentioned previously, and as Emma mentioned in the demo, adherence. We know that adherence is important, right? As I mentioned before, you can convince somebody to follow a plan, but then they have to actually do it. So we do offer some tools within your Fullscript dispensary for you to be able to see who has purchased on their treatment plan and who has not. So if you do have an appointment with somebody and a couple days afterwards, you see that they have not followed through and purchasing the supplements on the treatment plan or even opening the treatment plan, you can then resend it to them, or you will be notified. There's a place where you can find that information. You can then decide to resend it to that client or reach out to them to find out what's going on. In addition, we do send automated refill reminders, which are super helpful because it's just one less thing for you to actually have to think about. Okay, so the demo video did a good job in taking you through the experience from a practitioner perspective, but I wanted to keep this slide in because on the right-hand side, you can see what it looks like from your client's perspective. The clients do create their own login and password to access what you're sending to them. So it is password protected. We are HIPAA compliant. And they can easily access any treatment plan that you send them from any device. So Fullscript is very easy for you to use, and it's very easy for your clients to use as well. And this slide just represents the fact that Fullscript offers you a way to stay on top of these treatment plans that you're delivering to your clients, and it helps you to get these quality supplements directly to them in a seamless, easy way that can just plug right into your workflow. Because you don't have to spend the administrative time running a full dispensary, Fullscript essentially does that for you. That frees you up a lot to spend more time on customer care. We support both you and your clients a lot. We have a world-class customer support team there who are ready to answer if somebody has, if a client has an issue with an order, they call Fullscript, they don't hound you. We help them with returns if something needs to be returned. If they're questioning the shipment, they can reach out to Fullscript versus you. So that's one way we really support you in kind of the administrative side of supplement dispensing. In addition, we have our customer support team is here to support you, as well as our account management team. We're here to support you. So we're always available to help you learn more on how you can make the most out of your Fullscript dispensary and how you can create the best workflow for you within your practice. Okay, EHR integrations. So Fullscript does integrate with a lot of EHR platforms, and we're constantly adding more to the mix. Many practitioners do work out of an EHR, so having Fullscript, having the ability to integrate Fullscript from within their into their EHR has been super helpful for some practitioners. That way they can create the recommendation directly within their EHR platform. And then send it from directly within their EHR platform. And then all of the information on that treatment plan will be saved directly within that EHR platform. So that's just a different way in which you can use Fullscript without having to use the actual Fullscript portal. Oops. Sorry about that. Hold on one sec. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah, I can still see your screen. It's just not full screen anymore.
Okay, hold on one second. I clicked the Jane app. Hold on, let's see. All right, is that better?
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
There we go. All right. So I wanted to, I wanted to end this side of the presentation talking a little bit about Fullscript Academy. This is very new for us. It has literally just launched maybe a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. And what it is, it's an educational hub for practitioners to come in, take courses, learn about supplements, learn about different health conditions, and actually get continuing education credits for them. So I do remember, well, as a CNS, I have to fulfill a certain amount of CE credits every 5 years or so. So something like this is very helpful for you to actually go in, take courses, get some of those credits, and submit them to your organization for approval when the time comes. The content within Fullscript Academy is pulled from a lot of different places. It could either be created by our integrative medical team. It could be something that we've gotten from one of our educational partners, such as the Institute for Integrative Medicine, or the American Nutrition Association, or the Andrew Weil Center for Integrative Medicine, just to name a few. We also have some courses provided directly from our brand partners. It's 100% free. And again, easy to use. I will share the presentation with Veronica, and you can share it with everyone afterwards. There are some links within here that you can click to access both Fullscript Academy and some of the other items that I've been talking about throughout this presentation. Okay, so lastly, I want to just leave you all with some next steps on how to get started. So as I did mention previously, we do have a Canadian Fullscript and we have a US Fullscript. So I've provided links to both in this slide. If you want to sign up before you get your hands on this presentation, you can simply just go to fullscript.com, and I believe it's in the upper right-hand corner. You can click create your account, and it'll walk you through the steps. Very helpful. It should take you less than 5 minutes to create your free dispensary. Couple things to have on hand when you do that would be a picture of your certification. At one point, it will ask you to upload that, as well as having your banking information on hand is helpful because, as I mentioned previously, we do pay you via direct deposit, so you can put that information in right as you sign up, and you'll be all set and ready to go. Also, we do, everyone who creates their accounts will be contacted by an onboarding specialist. I do recommend that you do a quick demo with them. They will walk you through your personal dispensary. They'll talk to you about the best way to use it within your practice. It's super helpful in getting up and running. This slide just represents some additional links where you can get some further.
Looks like we lost Debra.
We
Sorry, Debra, are you able to go back just for a second? We lost you for a moment.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Is this where you lost me?
Yes.
Okay. So this slide is really just, I wanted to leave some resources for you that you can explore at your own time. The links are included. So when you do get a copy of this presentation, you'll be able to access these. And then lastly, these are some quotes from our nutritionists. We do have quite a fan base of Fullscript users. So we're certainly hoping you would be one of those too. And lastly, I just wanted to end with a little video from our medical director, Dr. Alex Keller. He is a Canadian naturopath. This is just a quick little video, but it's a nice way to end.
Hi, I'm Dr. Alex Keller, and I'm an actively practicing naturopathic doctor. I'm also the medical director here at Fullscript. I'm not just saying this because I work here, but you made a great decision signing up. I've been using Fullscript long before my time as medical director, and I still use it today with all of my patients. I know it'll be an immensely valuable tool for adherence, revenue, and efficiency in your practice too. I'd like to walk you through the first 3 things you should do after you finish setting up your account. Number 1, upload your patients. How you do this is up to you. You can upload them all at once, you can add them one at a time during your appointments, or share a link so your patients can add themselves. Number 2, tell your patients about Fullscript. Tell them how you plan to use the platform and how it'll help them reach their wellness goals. We can help you iron out all these details on a 20-minute demo call. Number 3, use Fullscript to promote your practice online. Practitioners who link their dispensary and protocols on their website, in emails, on social media, and more see better treatment adherence and more revenue for their practice in the long term. If you do these 3 things, I know you'll find success on Fullscript. And I'm just scratching the surface of what Fullscript can do for you and your patients. Your next best course of action is to book a demo call with one of our amazing specialists. They'll help you to personalize and optimize your Fullscript experience to your practice. After you book your call, make sure you finish setting up your account by completing these 5 simple steps. Reach out to the Fullscript customer success team if you have any questions. All the best and welcome to the Fullscript family. Don't forget to take advantage of our amazing team of specialists by booking a demo at fullscript.com/demo.
All right. And that's it. Thank you for allowing me to take you through that. So if anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
Yeah, there was a few questions that came in early on in your presentation that you covered as we went, but I'll just touch on them just so those who sent them in are reminded that they were covered. And if you wanted to add anything, you could. One of the questions said, I can't remember now, but are there links to research papers that you can send along with a specific supplement recommendation? So you did show how all of that research is annotated, but is there anything there that you would want to add that wasn't shown in the presentation?
Yeah, there's quite a large library of resources. So that span multiple topics. So what I would recommend is when you do create your Fullscript dispensary is to book that demo with one of the onboarding specialists and specifically ask them to show you how to access those from within your Fullscript dispensary. The library is constantly growing, and I can guarantee you will find you'll find what you're looking for.
Wonderful. We also, the other question that was covered was, is wholesale ordering now available in Canada? And you had said no, unfortunately,
sorry.
it's not. But is there anything else that we need to know about that?
No, it's currently it's not, but we're hoping it will be. So, but you'll be notified as soon as wholesale ordering is available in Canada.
Okay. So the next question, actually two folks, Melanie and Sarah, you both sent in very similar questions. So I'll kind of amalgamate them together here. And it's asking about creating a US account for US clients. They're both in Canada.
Yes.
So they're wondering if one can open a US Fullscript account to better service their US clients. And if so, do they need a US address to be able to do that?
So there's a couple ways you can do this. One is you do to create an actual margin US account, you would need a physical US location, you would need a bank account, and I believe a social security number. So you do need to have presence within the US. However, you can create a no margin US account and use that for your US clients. You can't make a margin on it, unfortunately, but you can create an account and just not make a profit. I have known some practitioners do try to they do try to work around different things. Say they have a US client who comes to Canada, they'll try to coordinate that visit to get them the supplements. But for the most part, if you really do want to provide access to your US customers, it really has to be that no margin account if you do not have a US presence.
Okay. And you mentioned you do need a social security number, you think? So something like, people do PO boxes and things like that wouldn't be adequate.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, we also have a couple questions here about sharing online. Once you have a Fullscript account, sharing about different products or about your Fullscript account in general online. One of them reads, can you talk a little bit more about how practitioners can share this online? How would they start with that, practically speaking?
Yeah, that's a great question, because Fullscript is a great tool for you to be able to share some of these protocols you have with clients more broadly online. And I know a lot of practitioners these days do those one-to-many type education, or they do social media education. So it's really helpful to have Fullscript, because that can help you promote those supplements in a wider community. There's a couple things to keep in mind when you do this. One is you can create shareable what we call shareable wellness protocols, and when it's essentially a list of supplements around a certain health situation, right? So you can create that little protocol within Fullscript and actually create a unique link for it. So then you can post that online or in social media. The one thing you can't do is you cannot advertise discounts publicly. The brands don't allow that to happen. So as long as you're just showcasing the products, the health situation that you're trying to promote some supplements for, as long as it's not tied to, and you can also get these at a discounted rate, you should be fine. So yeah. You can also showcase them on your website as well you can add the Fullscript button. We also allow you to do what we call embeddable product cards. So you can actually showcase some products on your website.
Mm-hmm. There is, I think, a question that's on a similar vein. I'm not sure I fully understand the question. Sabine, you sent this in, so I'm sorry if I get it wrong, but maybe you'll understand better than I do, Debra. It says, where would practitioners find the link to their own dispensary? For example, if they want to send it out to a client just to browse.
Great question. So there's a couple ways for you to find it. It should be, once you log in, it should be on your kind of like home screen. I think it's towards the bottom. But if not, you can always go to the dispensary settings section, and then get to the section that shows you where the website buttons are listed. And within there, you will see what your actual public Fullscript dispensary link is. Again, if you have trouble finding it, just reach out to us. We'll show you where it is. But that public dispensary link is unique to you. So if you posted that online and somebody clicked it, they would get to your login screen. So they would have to create an account into your dispensary. Or if it's a returning client, they can simply click that and include their password and get in.
And I see Kaya just popped into the chat here, your colleague, sharing about the dispensary landing page link. So for anyone who is interested in that, you're able to grab that out of the chat as well. There's some more information there. I have a comment that was sent in, not a question, but a comment, going back to the resource library. Melanie said, this is one of my favorite things within Fullscript is the handout library. And specifically, she said the breathing exercises handout is one that she includes often.
Well, and that's the thing. There's a variety of resources there. It's not just supplement specific. So there's a lot that you can provide to your clients.
Wonderful. And then just clarification, that you're not able to share online on your website or socials, that there would be a 10% discount through Fullscript.
Correct. Yeah. And that's not us. That's really the brand partners. So
yeah, having had a brick and mortar business before, I can attest to that. They're very, very picky about what gets advertised.
You can do it privately. Like if you have a private Facebook group, or if you're sending a newsletter out to your patient base, you can do it there. They just don't want you to do it publicly.
That's a good clarification, that you can still reach your customers with that information, just not putting it out in those public forums. I think that's an important clarification. Someone asking if you have any stories of specific ways that practitioners have used Fullscript and promoted it within their business.
Oh, we have a million. Yes. So one of the most useful features of Fullscript is the treatment plan tool. We have found, we've actually, our data team has studied this. If you actually create a treatment plan for somebody and either email that to them, text it to them, or have them purchase it right on the spot while they're still at your clinic, just using that tool, you will have better adherence. We find that of patients who receive a treatment plan from within your Fullscript dispensary are like 3 times more likely to purchase from you. And it makes sense, right? Like you could tell them, hey, I want you to get vitamin D. Here's my Fullscript link. Go in and get something. You know, our catalog is quite robust, right? They can get very lost in there. So, or they'll forget, right? So for you to be able to give them specific instructions on what to do, what to take, when to take it, they're going to be more likely to purchase through you. So that's one of the best features, I would say, for you to incorporate. That we have so many other use cases that we could run through with you, but we would first want to get into what your practice is about and learn a little bit about you before we'd offer up some solutions. But you can certainly reach out to me, you can reach out to Fullscript, and we would get you connected with the right person to do that.
Excellent. The last question that I have here. So for anyone who is still on the call, if you have another question, now's the time to pop it in the chat, because I'm down to the last one here. You mentioned some of these integrations with the electronic health records providers. I know within our group, the ones that are most commonly used are Better and Jane.
Yeah.
So are you able to speak a little bit more to some of the functionality within those integrations?
So Kaya, my colleague, who is also present, I think she's being a viewer right now. She actually heads up our EHR integrations team. So I think she's going to be working with you guys to do a presentation that goes a little bit deeper on the EHR platforms at a later date. but they're all a little bit different. So, it really depends on which one you use, and the functionality might be, it's not like a one size fits all approach. Some are a bit more, they all operate from within your EHR platform, but some of them have more of a look and feel to Fullscript than others. And that's really just based on how the integration was built with the partner. So I would suggest either looking out for that presentation that Kaya is going to do and I'm not sure when, but in the near future, or reach out to Fullscript if you have a particular EHR you're interested in learning more about, and we can walk you through exactly how to use it.
Excellent. Last thing I've got in the Q&A box here is another comment, not so much a question. Connie has said, my clients are impressed with the shipping costs. One client commented that shipping is cheaper than with Amazon.
Nice.
So especially her long distance clients really love it, and she does as well. So that's some more nice feedback. Thank you, Connie.
Thanks, Connie. That's good to hear. Yeah.
Last minute question. Can we as practitioners suggest more products to be added if they are not available but are popular?
Yes, absolutely. You let me get back to you on the best way to request that. You can certainly just request it through Fullscript, but we do have an internal process. So Veronica, I'll get you more information on that so you can share with your community. We of course always want to hear from you and what you guys want to see within the Fullscript catalog. We can't always make any promises because it's not always about us. Sometimes, it's coming up with that relationship with the brand. But let us know what you want to see. We'll see what we can do. We can also make recommendations for similar type products that are already carried within the Fullscript catalog. I know some of these don't have a similar product, but if they do, we can certainly let you know.
Very good. I just want to say, I see Kaya jumped in the chat here with a note about the integration partners with the EHR. She said, we always aim to support 3 areas of workflow with our integration partners. The first one is patient sync. So that's access to our recommendation tool, the ability to write back what was recommended and surface subsequent purchases. And I'm assuming there's more coming. She put a link here, fullscript.com/integration. So
Yes.
For those of you who are interested in those EHR integrations, that's a great link to grab out of the chat there. For those who might watch on the replay later, we'll be sure to include that link in the posting as well. So that'll be easily accessible for you. All right, wonderful. Well, I don't have any more questions here, Debra, so I think that might bring us to the end of our time together.
Okay, well, thank you very much. This was great. I really appreciate you having us. So I always love visiting Fullscript.
Yeah, it was a really nice overview of Fullscript and a little bit of a dive onto some of the functionality as well. So that was really great. And I appreciate your time, and we'll definitely look forward to doing more things in the future.
It sounds wonderful. All right.
All right, wonderful.
And
thank you to everyone who is in attendance, or for those of you who might be watching on replay. Great to have you here, and hopefully you got a lot out of this time together. But we will have Debra's information as well, as she said. So if you do have other questions that weren't answered during this presentation, then you're welcome to reach out to their team as well, and they're there to give you a hand. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.